Welcome back to the channel, guys. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing a fitness page full of fitness influencers for you. Let's dive into it.
$4,786.
$130,000. All of these gurus are just, I'm gonna be honest, they're whack. 65 visitors right now, 12,000 sessions. Let's get this money. So what I have here, if you guys saw my previous video about fitness influencers, I mentioned 1st Phorm. Now, what this is basically a supplement company that does a lot of affiliate marketing. They have a lot of ambassadors. And what I mean by that is they get a lot of fitness influencers. They post about those fitness influencers. So I decided to review this page for you guys, let you know my thoughts on it, what you guys can take from it. If this is a valuable source of, influencers, fitness influencers, if you're in the fitness niche or want to start a store in a fitness niche, let's see if this is a valuable source of influencers that you guys can work with. So first up, I wanted to show you just the page real quick. As you guys can see already, if you guys saw the previous video, we already ran through this quite a little bit. We have some influencers, they just do their fitness journeys. Okay, this is a great idea, and there's so many 1st Phorm athletes. If you're in the space, you've seen them before. As you can see, there's just a lot of different influencers. There's people that are not influencers, that are just normal people that have documented their fitness journey, as you can see here. So let's dive into the first influencer here, Grace Frisella. She's 1st Phorm HQ, she's, college aged, pursuing her dream career instead. Let's check out her stories. Now, this is a healthy amount of stories. I love this amount because they are at the same time, however, they're consistent, right? That's always a great sign when you're working with influencers, the consistency of their actual stories. You want them to continuously update their audience. And we're gonna dive into her post here, 38, 19, 7. Now, these comments are not as much as I'd like to see for 17,000. An influencer with 17,000 followers should have probably more influencers or more comments, excuse me. We're gonna dive into the posts 4 days ago, 7 days ago, 7 again, and October, that's about 9 days ago now, 10 days ago. And so she's pretty consistent with the posts. The posts are consistent enough. Her likes are solid. And so an influencer like this, she is very, very dedicated to 1st Phorm. However, products that are not what 1st Phorm sells, not what 1st Phorm represents, that are still in the fitness, are gonna do great for this influencer. I would try to get her on a commission-based deal. It just depends on testing these influencers, guys. I wanna move on to the next one, so I'm not wasting any of you guys' time here. 22,000. We got Taylor Frazier Fit. We're gonna check out her page real quick. Now, her comments are a little bit more consistent. These kind of worry me with only 15 and whatnot, but this is a supplement post, and that's also a great thing to keep in mind is when you're looking at these posts, what type of posts are there, right? So this is just a picture of the supplements, so that's not going to get as much engagement. This one's got 103 comments because it's a fitness transformation, and different posts like that are going to get better engagement, obviously. Just diving through, getting you guys some valuable information here. 1 day ago, she posted 1 day ago. It's always a great sign. Consistent posts are what you're looking for. Now, with this particular influencer, we want to go through her comments as well. That's something I didn't do in the last one. I might go back. However, got a lot of good influencers, got a verified influencer here commenting. And this is a great way to find more influencers. It's one of the best ways to do it because, as you guys can see, all these different influencers, this influencer has 1 million followers, right? And so you can bounce off. They're just leads. You start with a page like 1st Phorm, you find all these different influencers on there, and that's one lead leads into another. It's amazing. It really is amazing. And as you guys can see, there's so many different real comments in here of, great bigger influencers too. And that's, if you guys saw my previous video, I was basically saying if there's bigger influencers in a smaller influencer's comments, for example, she's got 22K, but an influencer with 1 million followers just commented on her post. That is a great sign. That's one of the best signs that you can look for. Moving on to the third one here, we got a verified influencer, Dan Bailey, 616,000. He's a 1st Phorm athlete. He's got a couple different pages here, and Obviously he's verified. What is not looking well with this is 13 comments. Let's see when he posted. Okay, so it's 2 hours ago. So that's a good sign. That is a great sign. It's, if that was 3 days ago, it would have been a concerning sign, of course. Like this 3 days ago, and it's about 27 comments, but it's of his dogs. I would figure that would get a little more engagement. At the end of the day, guys, we're going to be doing story posts with these influencers regardless. I also have said in the past, a bigger influencer, like for example, I always use the example of Joe Rogan. He does quite a few feed posts, but he's so big that it actually works. With smaller influencers, you're not going to get as much engagement with the feed posts as you will with the story posts. Story posts are always better typically, no matter what. So I always use that example just to let you guys know story posts are where it's at. So I want to just dive through here. 40,000. One of those pictures had there 41K likes. Okay, obviously that's a picture of improvement. He looks jacked, so people are gonna like that. Down to 1,000 likes, 2,000. So we're gonna keep on moving and keep it moving and move on to the next influencer. I just want to let you guys know, with an influencer like this, he is verified, so he's probably going to ask more than it's worth. Okay, so I wanted to show you just an example of that. Things to look for. Obviously, it comes with experience, but I'm just trying to give you guys as much value as I possibly can, because an influencer like this has 600,000 followers. He's verified, but the engagement is just not the best for 500,000 plus followers and being verified. So that's something to watch out for. Just because he's verified and he's got 600,000 followers does not mean that it's going to be a winner every single time. If you pay him $2,000 for the post, you may not make money on the deal. So that's another great thing to keep in mind. Now a smaller influencer here, 7,000, relatively speaking, 10 comments, 289 comments. I do not like the inconsistency here. 19 comments here, 300. I really don't like the inconsistency here. I just kept this guy in here because an influencer like this, what you might want to do is get him on a commission-based deal. I always recommend UpPromote is by far the #1 app for affiliates, getting people affiliated with your store, ambassadors, whatever you want to call it. Basically, they share their referral link. UpPromote has a great platform. You guys can literally do so much with them. You can even chat with your influencers, with your affiliates, within the program. There's so many different options that you can do. You can set different tiers. So that is the #1, commission-based program. That is the #1 affiliate program that I recommend you guys to use, is UpPromote for sure. I would get this guy Matt Joe on a deal like that. If he's down, you just got to negotiate. Check out my other videos on how to negotiate with these influencers, get them on deals like that. And it also provides them more incentive to actually post more. So moving on, that's what I would do with Matt Joe, is get him on a commission-based deal. Mark Anthony Joe here, we got, that must be his brother. Yeah, it must be his brother here. So I didn't actually know that when I was loading up these pages and looking through the actual first form. That's what I did. I went to first form and then got these 5 influencers, opened up a new tab, and that's what happened here. So, the inconsistency with comments here, the smaller amount of comments with 30K. If I was redoing this, I wouldn't have, kept this guy in here because we just reviewed his brother, I believe. But, another great influencer to do a commission-based deal, because he's got an audience here. It's not like he doesn't have an audience here. He's got a smaller audience, of course, and it may not be the best engaging audience. However, if you can get people like this, smaller influencers, on a commission-based deal, you'll be surprised at how much you can actually do. It gives them more incentive to post more. They're making commissions because they're gonna wanna post more to get more commissions, obvious. So that's pretty much wrapping up today. The first form page, I may do another review on them. Just kind of a quick little, review of them real quick on this page. First form, 23 hours ago. They're posting pretty consistent on their story. And then reading through their comments, let's see. That's a great way to find new influencers as well, is the comments. Tons of influencers in these comments for sure. So if you took one thing from this video, definitely a page like this, First Form, it's a hub for influencers. Seriously, there's so much to do. There's so much potential with pages like this. So I don't want to dive in too much to their business model and all these things, because that's just not as important as letting you guys know about this page and other pages like this I will be reviewing in the future. Basically influencer hubs. just like this. So if you guys enjoyed this video, drop a like, subscribe down below. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one.